weird.
It's rude.
It's not rude either. What's rude about butt stuff?
Rude. It's not rude. We're talking about a podcast.
Why would you not talk about it on the podcast?
Because we're not talking about stuff like that.
Okay, so like if you were to say Rob Liefeld does butt stuff.
Well, I mean, clearly that's true, but I mean, that's not. It's still inappropriate to talk about on the podcast.
How's it inappropriate? I mean, I could just be talking about like squats and lunges. Like I'm not.
You're talking about squats and lunges, really? That's what you're talking about.
I wasn't calling him any kind of.
I'm gonna call shenanigans on that one. I'm gonna call shenanigans.
You can call them all you want.
I called shenanigans and they saw it. They heard it.
The whole world.
It's the whole world.
Whole world.
As if there's more than 4 people that watch this podcast.
We've got like 43 subscribers.
43?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yes, one more than the meaning of life, universe, and everything.
Where did we come up with
I really expected to pick up like 100 during quarantine, and I was like, maybe we're just not that interesting.
What did we pick up 43 in the interim? People in quarantine, they were doing like informational, like learning things like how to cook and how to speak Spanish, and YouTube was on overhaul.
Except for ours, they're like fat old white guys talking about comic books, and they're like, nah.
We're important too.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. So,
all right. So before we start going through this page by page, I'm going to preface painfully. That's what our podcast should have been called. Painfully Page by Page podcast. Holy hell, we missed an opportunity there.
Anyway.
So I spent time and built an Excel file and went through every comic that I have in current issues.
You get time for an Excel file. I barely have time to, I don't know, think all day long. He's got time for an Excel file. Keep going. You got your file. You're awful proud.
So, my Excel file says, here is the comic number that's currently out. Here's the number that's solicited. Here's what we're missing. So as we go through this episode, I'm going to try to tag in with what we should expect in June and July.
Yeah, things that we know are coming. Marvel website's been pretty up to date. DC has their own website; they're pretty up to date. It's a little confusing because it's not by date; it's by title and then by date, which is weird. But anyway, so anyway, there. By the way, so we're looking at previews. There's no DC in previews this month. Marvel is in here, but not DC.
Well, let's get that part on the podcast. So let's boot in and go because we need to talk about that. That's really important. Hi guys, welcome to the greatest previews episode of all time, the most confusing possible thing we could possibly do of ever, because we are coming out of COVID-19, and there's a whole lot of crazy stuff here. I'm David.
And I'm Garen, and we're talking about May, June of 2020, which really means August.
Which actually means July, August.
Well, but not July, August, because there's no July.
Actually, there is July in here. I paid attention to dates.
Everything keeps saying August, I keep seeing it, because August.
So typically, I build for you guys my pull list, and I don't put any dates on it because I don't care.
Right.
I'm just building, hey, these are the books I want. Here are the books I want.
And we historically we know dates can change.
Yeah.
Right. Not because of Diamond, but because quite frankly, sometimes it comes out.
It became an interesting exercise while we were doing this because I wanted to know when things are coming and what we're missing in the interim.
Right.
So DC, we got nothing to show you, baby. We had to go to Diamond's website, and you can find the digital file for the DC solicits. So that whole story that there was no beef at all between Diamond and DC, shenanigans.
Yeah, and what's happening too, a lot of stores that are back on are having an issue now getting the books that they do need, things like Flash and Wonder Woman and Justice League, because they're not realizing that what the solicitation the deadline was for Diamond and what you can still get from, say, Lunar. And that's the issue. So a lot of stores are having this problem. I've heard several issues of people talking like, hey, my store's not getting it until next week. What's going on? Well, DC did have a issue of getting the product, but at the same time, there was a solicitation problem too. So this has been very confusing. So
as always, when we go through this, we start on image books because they're normally the first thing in the big book.
Before you do that,
but
I don't normally do this. But there is there's two sides to this book. There's a forward and reverse. The reverse has the toys and statues and all that. The forward has comics. So I found a really cool statue. It's the DC Comic Gallery Batman Defiant PVC diorama. It's only $50. This is a cool. I would own. I'm not a statue person. I could care less. I have 2 statues in the house.
Well, my buddy Nick is a huge statue guy. He has a beautiful layout of statues. I think he has kind of a whole man cave going on around it.
Yeah.
He loves statues. He loves statues more than he loves comics.
See, and that's okay. Everybody's got their own taste. In fact, the store at Nirvana Comics, we just don't really do statues. We do some occasionally here and there if people order them, or if we have to trade them in for whatever. But this is a cool Batman statue I kind of want to own. I have 2 at home already. We have Squirrel Girl, which is pretty cool. I love Doreen. And we have a Green Lantern. So that's kind of it, though. So, but yes.
I have a Joker.
You have a Joker?
Thanks to you.
Yeah, and you have something else. Do you have a Joker? You're creating something else? No, just Joker. Okay.
I have Joker. I have the Mandalorian Chicken Walker Lego set.
Nice.
I have a painted corn demon whose name at the moment escapes me. And I have a little piggy bank Captain America that you gave me.
Oh, piggy bank Captain America. Yay. Okay.
All right, so moving into Image.
The first one off the bat, Big Girls #1.
Big Girls. And let me sum this up for you. It's 50-foot tall women's versus kaiju. Do you need to know anything else?
Well, it's when men become giant monsters.
Nope. You don't even care about that.
Because they're kaiju.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
At some point in time, most of her clothes are going to get ripped off, and she's going to fight a kaiju half naked. Who cares?
All right.
Who cares about anything else?
So that's the beginning of that one.
So, shout out to my buddy Kalinda. Kalinda, every time we role play, says something about liking them big women's. I'm probably going to get an extra copy of Big Girls and take to Kalinda because she says she likes big women's, and this is literally 300-foot tall women's.
So, Lost Soldiers is the next one coming up. It reminds me a little bit of the Nam. It looks like it's going to be interesting. It's only 5 issues, so I'm kind of interested in that.
See, I like how you qualify. It's like, I really don't want to read this, but it's only 5 issues, so I'll go ahead.
Well, then we have Bomb Queen. Trump card #1. Now, I have no interest in this book at all. I just think it's really funny. So, in 2024, the supervillain Bomb Queen wants to stop Donald Trump from becoming president for life. Her plan: campaign against Trump, steal his voter base, and lay bare America's dark underbelly in the process. I mean, come on. It looks horrible. But this is going to be so popular. I can just see it now. People are going to freak out.
Well, I mean, I think the supposition that Trump is going to be reelected is...
That's a supposition.
Yeah.
So...
No, it's happening. I mean, there is no chance of anything else happening.
So, at this point, now we have Firepower.
Which is a resolicit.
Yes.
Firepower by Kirkman. First one is a graphic novel sized, and the second one is an issue sized, and they come out on the same day.
Yeah.
And
It's pretty cool. I'm actually really excited. This is going to be a lot of fun.
I would have been much more excited 2 months ago.
Well, I want to read the Hedra one-shots coming out. Exploration of Comics, 2001, Space Odyssey, Flash Gordon kind of thing. It's a one-shot. I'm actually kind of interested to see what happens here, so looks good. Sea of Stars, resolicited. Number 6 is coming out. Are we not doing Sea of Stars anymore?
You are.
You're not doing Sea of Stars, really? Oh,
Wow.
Philadelphia, number 7 is also coming out. Undiscovered Country.
Yeah, don't mess up.
Let's pick this.
Sex Criminals.
Sexual Gary!
The Sexual Gary special. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway.
The XXX variant is $5.69.
So,
you notice that?
so interestingly enough, Sexual Gary, we're missing issues 29, 30,
Yeah.
and then issue 69, which will come out later.
Right, exactly. 29 and 30 should be out June and July.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the specific solicits, but another coming.
Undiscovered Country number 7, which we'll be getting number 6 sometime in June. I would assume last week of June.
Yep. Cruel Summer by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. I think it's something you really like.
It's not new.
Oh, it's not new?
No, that's the collected edition of
this is
issues number 1 and 5 through 12 of the last
Criminal.
1 through 12 Criminal. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I was like, I knew he was going to say something about that.
For a lot of people, this will be a big one. The Walking Dead, the Alien hardcover. This is the Brian K. Vaughan Walking Dead we've been promised for a long time. So, yeah, this will be pretty cool. Let's see.
Anything gets me out of Image. No. So those are like their solicit books. Adventure Man, it's a Matt Fraction book with Dodson, Terry and Rachel Dodson doing the art and the covers with Clayton Cowles. We haven't got the first issue yet, but just the art on it, and it's Matt Fraction writing it, so I'm super excited.
Chew, the John Layman Chew number 1 should be out, I believe, in July, and this one, Chew number 2, should be August 26th. Decorum.
Now, Decorum's really interesting because this is solicited. This is issue 4. We've got issue 1. This is 8/12, so second week of June and second week of July, we should
More
be
than
getting Decorum 2 and Decorum 3.
More than likely, yeah. Let's see. We've got now. Did we talk about a man among ye
Nope.
last time?
No, I did
That's
not.
that pirate book.
You really like Stephanie Phillips.
I do. She's fantastic, and I'm really excited about this book. But Mirka Andolfo's Mercy number 4
And number 5.
and number 5.
July 29th and August 26th, which should mean we get issue 3
Yeah.
last week of June.
Yeah. Moonshine number 20 is coming out. That's April 19th. I'm sorry, August 19th. Pardon me.
Redneck 29. So Redneck is another interesting one. Last week of August, so last week of June, last week of July, we should get issue 27 and 28. Bless you. I think they're doing bless you. They're doing a really good job of moving. Bless you. The March, April solicits to June, July.
Yeah.
So I mean, you could almost go one for one on
That's
some things. Now, I didn't mark it just because I missed the thing, but that Texas Blood,
Yeah.
Chris Condon and Jacob Phillips, I'm really interested in picking up the first couple of those and seeing how the book is.
Right. So the word is out. Well, the jury's out. But I mean,
Yeah.
if it does well, then we know.
So, I mean, the jury's
late
out
August.
on
Yeah.
Adventure Man, too.
Yeah. Skipping the Dark Horse, we've got the True Lives of Fabulous Killjoys California edition. So Becky Cloonan is in this one.
Becky Cloonan.
But this is Gerard Way. Love that True Lives of Fabulous Killjoys. What a great book, and so I can't wait for this one too. I know a lot of people are very excited about Umbrella Academy coming out with the hardcover from Volume
So do you
3.
just mark what people will be interested in, or do you actually mark things you're going to read?
Some of it's me, some of it's what I think people's topical people are going to really
See,
want.
I don't. This is all about me, guys. Sorry.
Uh,
Rick and Morty character guide. We both marked it.
Absolutely, because I can't wait.
Yep.
I think it's kind of.
I have the.
So we did the interview with Justin Giampoli about Starship Town. Very excited. Issue number 1 was very tantalizing, very intriguing, and I don't know what's going to happen now. We haven't had solicits. We don't know what's happening for 2, 3, and 4. So it looks like it could just be going straight to graphic novel.
But maybe not, because
It's October 21st.
So we got issue 1 in March, and that gives them June, July, August, and September to drop 3 issues. It's only a 4-issue series.
Right.
I love talking to Justin. It was a whole lot of fun. I really want his single issues, but you know what? If it drops straight to trade, that issue number 1 will become more valuable.
Right. So I'm good with owning the issue 1 now and going straight to graphic novel. I'm sorry, I just have to wait till October to read it.
I'll buy both if they come out.
So
Because again, when I interview somebody and they're cool,
Justin Giampoli was pretty freaking awesome.
I become such a fan.
So the big thing for IDW we really need to talk about, and this is you. So I'm gonna let you discuss it. I'm very excited about this. I'm gonna definitely read this.
Are you gonna actually read Last
Yes,
Ronin?
yes, because I know the story behind it. I know how long it's taken to put this out.
So
You
in 87 or 88, Eastman and Laird had a conversation about the future of the Ninja Turtles that they intended to be set 30 years in the future. So it would have been like 2017.
Right.
So at that time, they came up with this concept called Last Ronin, which is the story of a turtle or the turtles, and I kind of suspect it's a turtle, and I don't suspect it's one of the guys, but I may be wrong, who is carrying on the legacy of the Ninja Turtles. Now, if you look at the art for any of this, he is carrying a staff, sai, katanas, and nunchucks. He has all the guys' weapons.
That's Raph.
No way.
You think it's Donatello?
30 years into the future, the turtles would be in their 50s. I mean, granted, they're turtles. They might be very long-lived, but if it's one surviving turtle, it's Leo.
Leo, you think so?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, because they call it Last Ronin, and he of all of them is the most traditional samurai. So, anyway.
I think we both can be surprised.
I hope so. This story goes on the shelf and kind of falls apart. And so Eastman is still involved in the current TMNT ongoing. He gets with Tom Waltz, who is the current writer, main writer of the TMNT series, and says, hey, let's do this. Let's do Last Ronin. So they're sitting at 30 years in the future of the current timeline,
Right.
which is pretty damn neat. Art updated, done by the artist in the main series, and it's going to actually pause the TMNT book, is my understanding. Is they're going to stop pushing ongoing issues, and then we'll get Last Ronin. Now,
4 of this.
This book has solicits for TMNT 108. It does not have a solicit for TMNT Jenica number 3, the last of the trilogy there. I don't know if we'll get a 3rd issue of Jenica. We'll see. But we are missing 3 issues of TMNT. We're missing 105, 106, 107.
Right.
Typically, it's a once monthly book, and these are solicits for August. So I'd be really interested to see.
Well, and the first issue is $8.99. It's 48 pages. It's a huge book.
It's a huge book.
So that's a very big book. And it's a big price tag, but I think you're going to find a lot of people are going to be really excited. And it's also possible that they're just going straight to Jenica as a graphic novel.
Well, it's possible. And the other interesting thing is this is going to be prestige format.
Yeah.
It's a 7.5 by 11.5. Yeah. So it's going to be big book.
Yeah.
I think Last Ronin is going to be very collectible. They're probably going to do a limited run on it. Yeah. And now it's going to be more than 1 issue, though, right?
Yeah. This is issue 1, I believe, of 4. I think the whole plan was for 4 issues, and it doesn't say.
I would totally be okay with more.
But I think that was the plan for 4 issues.
I might actually on this one try to get all the covers. I might genuinely try to go after the Andy Kuhn, Kevin Eastman, Retailer Incentive, and Mateus.
have to have the Eastman covers,
yeah.
regardless of the situation. And we actually did a post on this last week, I believe, saying thank you to Eastman and Laird for this, because this was them both bringing it back together. So I'm very happy. And honestly, this is the thing I want to read, because it's been so long in the coming. I kind of can't wait. So Canto number 2, Canto 2 coming back.
I marked it.
Well, okay. So here's the deal too. We have a sister show, Adventure Seed podcast.
No, we have another show on the network.
Anyway,
they have a different focus today. We can't call it the girls' comic book.
Okay.
Cast.
So on our network, we actually have a second show, and it's the Adventure Seed podcast. And Heather Whitney are doing Canto this week, and so when this comes out, they'll get to do Canto 2. So
it'd be cool if they did it at the same time we do.
Yeah.
I have no intentions of reading Canto 2.
What?
I marked it so we could talk about it. I have no. Okay, so I'm gonna drop my criticism here. Canto did not change throughout the entire arc.
He was supposed to.
Yes, he was. All characters, all protagonists have to have a growth arc. Now you can get away with Batman or Superman or Green Lantern or Captain America.
He did not.
He did not outgrow his fear. And in fact, the girl dies, and on top of that, by the way, tell them not to listen to this until they finish the book. And on top of that, nobody's saved. That book was awful.
There's more to it, though.
No, there's not. No, there's not.
For me, I'm still in IDW. I have got Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Part 4, The Sacrifice. Too long a sacrifice, excuse me. It's coming, just a matter of time at this point. Yeah. And honestly, regardless of the fact that Rob Liefeld is doing this, I'm still excited about Snake Eyes' Dead Game. I love the character. I can't wait to see what happens with it. So, yeah.
So you're going to read Liefeld's Snake Eyes Dead Game?
Yeah. We'll see. Let's see.
IDW
is also producing Voyage to the Stars. This should be interesting. So, for those of you who don't know, Voyage to the Stars is actually a podcast. It is it is basically serialized and is an actual scripted show. It's basically about what happens when a cruise ship in the stars basically breaks down and they have to go explore another ship. So it's actually, it isn't my favorite thing in the world, but it's not that bad. Especially if you're looking for something.
It's not that bad. There's no endorsement like that. It's not that bad, guys.
So Sleeping Beauties 4 and 5 will be out in August. I'm very excited because I do want to read these. I love the Stephen King stuff. He's writing it with his son, the other son, Owen. Owen King at this point. And for those of you who loved the Monster on the Hill series, this would be kind of nice. This would be an expanded edition they're coming out with.
Excuse me.
I
just had to yawn. Calm the hell down.
Rude. All right. So that skips to Marvel.
Marvel in the actual book. Normally we have its own little catalog.
Yeah.
But not this time.
No catalog.
No catalog.
No catalog. So just remember, Marvel.
We're about to get walked in.
The first one we have is coming in is is Maestro #1. Peter David.
Written by Peter David, art by
So
German
excited.
Peralta and Del Keown.
I mean, so excited. And of course, Peter David actually put it out on his Facebook page. He's like, guess what's coming out in August?
Well, Del Keown is one of my all-time favorite Hulk artists.
Oh, yeah, he's amazing.
And
I mean,
Peter
Del Keown did World War Hulk, right?
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to actually get the origins of Maestro.
Yep.
And how Bruce becomes a douche. I mean, Bruce is always a douche, but how he becomes a villainous douche.
He's pretty much.
So this is an interesting one. They're soliciting Empire #4 and #5 of 6. We haven't got 1, 2, and 3 yet.
Should be interesting.
Yep.
By the way, this is something we should talk about. Maestro, Future Imperfect, the Marvel Tales. Now, for a lot of people who don't know who Maestro is, this will be a good catch-up without actually buying a whole graphic novel. This will include Future Imperfect 1 and 2, and then the whole Future Imperfect 1 and 2. So this is kind of nice. This will be kind
Why
of.
would you not want to just buy Future Imperfect? I mean, God.
Well, this is it. So this
So
is what
good.
they're doing. So lots of stuff for Empire. Obviously, we've got tons of stuff going on for that. I think
Fantastic Four 22 continues the return of the new Fantastic Four. We should have.
And by the way, there's something that we talked about a minute ago before we did this. Is there's some obvious things missing? Ghost Rider, Doctor Doom.
I was going to circle back to that, but
Okay,
yeah.
but yeah, I mean it's kind of scary, you know.
Yeah.
Are we doing the Neil Adams Fantastic Four?
I'm not.
Part of me really wants to at least try the first issue. I mean, it is Neil Adams. He's a fantastic.
It's Mark Waid.
It's Mark Waid and Neil Adams.
Yeah.
So it's probably gonna be amazing because it's Mark Waid. So, but I'm just saying.
I
can do it if you don't want to.
am going to pick up giant size X-Men Phantom X.
Of course,
because I
Phantom
like
X is
them ripping
badass.
me off for $5 a piece.
5. It's only 5. It's not 10.
Yeah. Hellions #3, which means we need issue 2. X Factor #2, which means we need issue 1.
And by the way,
Cable
if you look at
#3,
the
which
Marvel
means we need
website-
issue 2.
Marvel website does have the release dates for those issues.
Okay.
Yes. So.
Wolverine #4.
Which we have no solicit for 2 and for
We
3.
have no solicit for 2 and 3, but we know we're going to get them.
No, for 3. Just 2's already out.
Right.
Just 3.
X-Men God Loves Man Kills extended cut #2 of 2.
That's in July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excalibur
Didn't
#11.
Didn't you get a birthday gift?
I did, but why not buy them both?
Well, this is the extended cut, though. This is extra
yeah.
stuff that they wanted
Yeah.
to do and didn't do. So I'm
Yeah.
just kind of excited.
X-Force #11.
Actually, yeah.
X-Men #11. Marauders #11.
Excalibur
And
#11.
there's that Kitty being sent out to sea. So, and notice Lockheed's on Emma's shoulders
Right.
and her boobs. Those are her boobs.
You had to point that out, did you? What is this? Avengers 35. Yeah, the Age of Khonshu.
Oh my God! Maybe the best comic running.
Yep.
I mean, just Moon Knight standing over Thor beating him down. How great is that?
Mortal Hulk 36.
No breaking Immortal Hulk. I'm good with that. And we're getting Spider-Man #1 by Todd McFarlane, facsimile edition. I will buy this to hang this on my wall.
I don't know why we need a facsimile edition because
you can buy the regular
you can buy
for
the
like
regular
$8
copy for maybe 10.
Yeah.
So I don't
But-
know why, but
Because that's a
it's
wall
30th
hanger.
anniversary. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It's a wall hanger.
It's a good facsimile book. Thor #6 continuing.
Thor #6.
Cannot wait. Fantastic. run.
Dr. Aphra, if you're going to read it. Bounty Hunters #4, if you're going to read it.
Vader.
Now, here's an interesting thing about Star Wars. Currently, Star Wars is at issue 4.
Right.
We're not getting Star Wars 5 until August.
Right.
Vader #4, which means we're going to get 2 issues of Vader in that time.
Yeah.
And then we get into all their collected editions.
And by the way, if you are planning on seeing the Eternals movie, I do recommend buying the Eternals hardcover coming out.
I don't think there is an Eternals movie anymore.
Did they cancel it, really? Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
I marked this for you.
What? Why? I don't like Red Sonja that much. That's John Layman. Ooh, okay. Well, all right.
Watch as Garen flounders.
I passed by the John Layman part.
So Garen, I guarantee, didn't notice that.
No, I did
He
not.
is a huge John Layman fan.
He's a great writer.
And I don't think either one of us would have pulled Mars Attacks Red Sonja,
No.
but John Layman.
Yeah, but John Layman. And we have, actually, it's funny, as we have a lot of customers who love Red Sonja. They'll get pretty much anything Red Sonja, like, guess what? It's a hot one. So, yeah, there's not a whole lot from Dynamite this month, other than continuing of The Boys. So, yeah.
I do have Betty Page coming out by Carla Pacquiao.
Yeah.
Pacheco, I don't know how to say it. And I think that's going to be really great. I actually want every cover for these. I'm willing to pay more. Not the $50 Virgin variants.
We knew that Green Hornet was coming out, so by Scott Lobdell. I actually really do want number 1. I have no idea how it's going to be, so we'll reserve judgment for that. But
I'm going to make sure I just didn't miss anything on Boom really quick. You talk, I look.
So Boom, 7 Secrets is coming out. This actually looks pretty good. This is another one by Tom Taylor. And let's be honest, Tom Taylor is one of those writers he's done amazing things that people didn't think could be done. So I'm going to read pretty much whatever he does now. I can't say I'm a big Power Rangers fan. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just not my thing, unfortunately.
There's no Once and Future solicit.
No Once and Future. Now they are doing Slaughterhouse 5 as a graphic novel. I think this is going to be a good one to own because I've never seen it like this before.
I missed Mark Andolfo putting her on the page.
Did you miss Mark Andolfo?
What? From a Blaze Comics, Mark Andolfo's Unsacred number 7.
Yeah. We still have number 7. Do we know how long it's going? Is there a solicit saying how far?
No.
That's pretty cool.
Maybe an ongoing.
I mean, I don't think it's completely ongoing. I will say, for a lot of people, including me, Firefly, the Unification Deluxe Edition, $75 seems like a lot, but there's a lot of book in here. This is, I might kind of be excited about this one because there's a new story in here that you can only find in the hardcover. So, kind of excited about that one. Let's see, another special here. So, yep, a Blaze Comics. We have.
The Sumerian? Are you going to talk about the Sumerian?
Well, I mean, the Sumerian should be kind of hot. I mean, people are going to want that book.
Yes, we just locked the door of the shop because people are going to show up early and try to shop. And
Because we're not open till 1.
we're not open to 1.
So, nope, not open, dude. So, we got people. Nope, not open. So, there's, Sacred there. Oh. 2 of the big books that I wanted to discuss, and we have lots of people who listen who actually are Magic the Gathering players.
Oh, yeah.
Magic the Gathering and Legends, a visual history hardcover, and then Marriage of the Gatewatch, a visual history. They're only $19.99. These would be good books, especially for people who are big fans. So I'm kind of very excited about that one. So these would be good just for anybody who's fans.
Yeah.
So that's kind of it for there.
Okay, so Aftershock, immediately
Yes.
Disaster Inc. number 2.
Nice.
Not until August 5th. So we got that like 3 weeks ago, and now we got to wait all the way until August to get issue 2.
But it does kind of make sense.
Super excited.
For printing issues, it does kind of make sense.
It does. Yeah. Dead Day number 2, kind of the same situation.
Yep.
August 19th gives us a second issue.
Yep. Undone by Blood number 5 comes out. Man Who Effed Up Time 5 and God Killers 5.
Now, Man Who Effed Up Time, we should get 3 and 4.
Yep.
So we should get 2 issues between now and then. And God Killers, we should get 2 issues, number 3 and 4. So I'm really kind of looking forward to that.
Actually, very
Pissed
excited.
that guy off.
So, Join the Future, number
We
4.
didn't mark it.
Well, I didn't need to at this point because I know we get it. Artemis 4. I like the first one. I have no idea how that's going to be, so I'm going to try at least the second one first.
I don't know about Patriotica, but her booty's nice.
That's,
I'm not going to read it, but every time I flip past that art, I'm like, wow, somebody drew an ass well.
So let's talk about the Aspen Comics, some of the things that they're doing. They're doing a Michael Turner special right now. Batman 50, they're doing cover A and B, and if you look in the book, you'll see some cool covers. It's actually only $40 for the set, which is actually not bad. And it's Michael Turner and Peter Steigerwald. They're taking old images, Michael Turner images, and they're putting them into new product. So looks good.
So I marked this page, and this is really interesting. Avatar Press actually put out a solicit that says, we need some time to get books going again, and you guys need some time to get your wallet right. We're not going to publish anything. Skip month. So they're not planning on putting anything out between now and August. No July, no August.
But at least they're being honest about it. I know Bad Mother number 1 comes out from AWA Comics in August. We'll have Resistance 4, Year 0 number 4.
Which means we'll get Year 0, 2, and 3. I also marked Archangel 8. It's not going to be a book for me. It's a very Punisher thing, and I'm not a big Punisher guy. But You should get issues 2 and 3 between now and August.
But what's happening is AWA is kind of ramping up some of the product they have. They've only got about 8 books, but still, they've been pretty good. So I've enjoyed them.
Boundless, the porno comic company, and that's really the only way you can look at it, also skipping a couple of months worth of comics.
Yeah.
I think that's really smart and sensitive for their readers. There are people suffering right now that can't afford food.
So we have a lot of customers that are Studio Ghibli fans, and Kiki's Delivery Service coming out as a hardcover is going to be pretty popular. People are going to be pretty happy with that.
You're going for these Lady Death porno.
No.
So I marked an interesting item that I really, really want. The Big T's, The Art of Bruce Timm.
Oh, yeah.
Bruce Timm does nudes, man. Like, God bless you, Bruce Timm. I need this in my life.
One of the things that we talked about a while back, which should have happened first weekend in May, was Free Comic Book Day. Still don't have a release date for it yet. They're still talking about sometime in summer. It may be pushed back to as much as October 1st. We don't know yet. But please be aware there will be a Free Comic Book Day.
I said that, well, and maybe there won't. If there's a couple more outbreaks or, the
we
world's on fire, we may not get to that opportunity.
We don't know. We skip over the Dynamic Forces stuff a lot.
Yes, I do, because I can't afford that.
But some of these are genuinely awesome. Amazing Spider-Man Annual Number 21, the Wedding Issue. They have both covered. They also have the X-Men Number 30 Wedding Issue. These are facsimile editions, but they're signed by Dale Keown. Is it what? Andy Kubert.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe not Dale Keown.
David Michelin is the other cover.
There you go.
There's also something really cool. They're doing a July 4th celebration starter kit. I don't know what's in it because it's a mystery box, but for 1776. The July 4th. Anyway, so seems kind of clever.
Seems kind of clever.
Yeah, seems kind of clever.
For Oni Press, I did mark Rogue Planet. Literally, we talked about issue number 1 this week.
Fantastic.
I am so excited to see what the amazing Cullen Bunn does with this.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. They're doing, New England Comics is doing The Tick, the complete Edlund series, which is really cool. I would love to actually buy this whole series because I love The Tick. It's only $37.99, and it's going to be a big, huge book full of Tick Spoon. No, it's fun stuff.
I said that we were appropriately attired in our shirts today.
We are, yes.
I think you need a Tick costume, my friend.
Oh, man, that'd be cool. I've never seen a Tick shirt, though. I have one.
Because it's just a blue thing.
But it could be blue with little antenna, I guess. You could do that. I don't know.
So you just need a Tick hat. And now you can wear it as a mask.
Oh, that's fine. Notice that Shadow Rose number 9 is finally coming out. It's been like 6 months since Shadow Rose number 8 came out, so this has been a while. This is one of Cullen Bunn's favorite books.
Oh,
what are we talking about? So you want to talk about some Valiant?
No.
Savage number 1?
Okay.
No. Okay. That might be interested. Or now we go straight to Vault.
You talk about your thing.
Finger Guns number 4? Heck yeah. Excited. Bleed Them Dry, not sure what that is, but and then of course.
And then the book that matters.
Money
Shot number 7.
Money Shot. Yeah. Money Shot definitely is the hotness.
Yeah.
Fantastic run.
Yep.
So, anything else in previews?
Nothing.
Pretty good.
I'm good.
Yeah. By the way, again, if you're not getting a copy of this for yourself, this is good. It's $4. It's a good price.
I was impressed with Diamond coming back with the resolicits and this being on the shelf and available at the end of April. Or at the end of May rather, because right now, comic fans take a lot of comfort in regularity, and I'm one of them, And
and we talked about this too. That there's no resolicits on some of the big books we really love.
Yeah. So going through that, guys, there is no Joker Harley Quinn in there either.
Nope.
Criminal Sanity had no solicit.
Remember, there's no DC.
But there's no DC in there, and I didn't find anything on their website. But on the Marvel front, Avengers of the Wasteland has no solicit. Conan Battle for the Serpent Crown has no solicit. Conan the Barbarian has no solicit, which blows my mind. You got Jim Zub at the helm, and you're not going to have a book out.
Right.
My favorite person, Becky Cloonan and Dark Agnes number 2, no solicit. Probably my favorite comic book, Doctor Doom, no solicit. Doctor Strange, no solicit. Ghost Rider, no solicit. New Mutants, no solicit. Savage Avengers, no solicit. The Abrams Spider-Man, no solicit.
That was already delayed, and we knew there was
Yeah.
issues with that to begin with, but you figure by now they could have gotten their act together.
Strange Academy, no solicit.
Which is bad.
Valkyrie Jane Foster, no solicit.
We do have confirmation that Valkyrie will reappear. We're just not sure when.
And the final issue of X-Men Fantastic Four by Chip Zdarsky.
It's on the list. It's on Marvel's list. I believe it's
Okay.
July.
So
we're getting it.
Again, this is end of July, August, and
Well, we're not getting also. It's apparently they canceled Trill of the Atom, which was really tough. Apparently they canceled New Warriors. They're going to reboot New Warriors. They canceled that.
all that book that was so controversial because the Snowflake and Safe Space.
Space.
Yeah. No, honestly, I was going to buy a couple copies.
Yeah, just to
not to make fun of it, because I strongly suspect.
there'll be some that get sued, or something.
So are they canceled or did they just pushed it?
It's canceled. Wow. So now I get Marvel canceling things. I get all these companies canceling things, but the things that don't make sense are things that have been really popular. So
Ghost Rider.
Boom not resoliciting for Once and Future. Is it not being resolicited, or is
Or is it just delayed?
It's just delayed.
Die.
No,
Is
no.
it just delayed?
Right. So books that have been pretty great, you're like, well, why are you delaying them? Because unfortunately, especially with comic book fans, the drawback is if it's not there, they forget about it. They may drop it because they forgot about it. And so what's going to happen is there'll be fewer and fewer people buying it, which means there's companies that are not going to buy it anymore, and so it's a cycle.
Yeah.
That's a problem. So that's one thing that these companies need to remember is.
But there's still a lot to be excited about.
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
still
absolutely.
a whole lot of really great things coming. So
Yeah.
thanks for listening, guys. We appreciate you. And
guys have fun.
Most definitely F Liefeld.
I wonder how you're going to get that in there at the end.
Casually.
Genuinely concerned how.
Do a walk by of it. F Liefeld. You know.
Well, that's what they do in the movie. So
No, it's more. I mean,
more
whatever.
pronounced.
All right, YouTube. We'll see you.